Hello, hello, Jeff Elvin here with the Lori Ballen team and Ballen Brands at your command. Today I wanted to explore a little bit more about the team rollout and in this particular video, the team SmartPlans. So as some of you may know already, we have the ability, if you're on a team, to select between team account and your own personal account. So in this case, I am logged in as Lori Ballen as the rainmaker in this particular configuration here. And you'll see like there's recent leads that are assigned to Lori Ballen, but if I actually click on the team, you'll see this will change because leads that have been generated for the team would show up differently. So that's just kind of an idea of how to see the difference between the rainmaker, or in your case, maybe your personal account versus the team account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and navigate over here to SmartPlans. Now, the first time you go, so you'll see here, it says My SmartPlans. So that's because I'm still logged in as Lori. So these are only SmartPlans that are in Lori's personal account. So if I change this to Lori Ballen Team, you will see that it changes to Team Plans, which now makes these plans available to each agent if they're assigning people to Team SmartPlans. Now, part of the thing that's a little confusing for a lot of us that are just getting into this is that a lot of times we forget where we're at. So if we're in the team or whatnot, so always make sure to pay attention if we're having any confusion to make sure that team is selected versus personal. So it probably has a different icon for you. So just double check that first if there's any confusions, and then kind of move on from there. But for example, if I am working in Team SmartPlans, I don't have a way right now to take my personal SmartPlans and move them over to the team. So what some people are recommending is that you publish them to the library and actually do it that way. However, when you publish to the library, it actually makes it publicly available to everybody in the KW atmosphere. So in some cases that's okay. Like in our cases, when we install SmartPlans, we have them, they're named, Ballen's Arrival, Ballen's Survival. So we offer a suite of SmartPlans. So if you were to publish those to the library, well then now they become available to everybody. But the challenge is that if we don't understand how those SmartPlans work, then they're not necessarily going to work very well. If we don't kind of know how that progression is between arrival, survival, revival, and so on. So it may be worth taking a look at each of your individual agents on the team and kind of establishing which SmartPlans would be appropriate for all of them. But basically, if you're going to create SmartPlans and you want them available to your teams, you would just want to make sure that you are in the team, so it actually says create team SmartPlan when you set those up. So another thing is the first time you go into team plans, there's a pop-up box that shows up that allows you to assign certain things. So for example, in a SmartPlan, what Twilio number might it come from? Is it coming from the rainmaker, or is it coming from the agent that's assigned to that lead when they put them on the team SmartPlan? Or when a task comes due in one of the particular SmartPlans, is it going to assign that task to the rainmaker, or is it going to assign that task to the agent? So all teams are going to work a little bit differently, so there is no one answer that fits everybody. But if you've already set up that functionality or have already specified that configuration, I did want to show you that when I go into settings and then under command settings, there's a SmartPlans option and it's called designated agents. So when I click on designated agents, I can actually change what that configuration was. So who, first of all, will act as the rainmaker on the account, and obviously it'll only show those that are authorized to be considered a rainmaker in case you're like a partnership or something like that. And then up here we have tasks. So always assign tasks to this person. So is it going to the contact assignee, the person who's in charge of that lead, or is it going to go to the rainmaker? When an email is sent from the SmartPlan, is it going to come from the assignee, or is it going to come from the rainmaker? And then also when a text is sent, is it going to come from the assignee or the rainmaker? So in our case, it's always going to be the agent that's using the SmartPlan is where the SmartPlan is going to come from. So if you have purchased the SmartPlans from Ballen Brands, then by all means let us know, reach out to us. We'll help you get those over to the team configuration so that you guys have that available for all of your teams. But otherwise, this is the part that's most relevant to setting up new smart plans, or at least how the team smart plans will work. So one other note that we'll make, we'll go over here to contacts, and let's say we wanted to add someone to a smart plan. So we have to kind of think about who we're in. So right now I'm logged in as the Lori Ballen team. So if I'm going to add to a smart plan, I have just the team smart plans available to me. So if I go to my Lori Ballen personal account and I go to smart plans and I add to a smart plan, then it's going to give me all the ones that are attached in my personal account. So again, we have to pay attention to which leads that we own, which contacts that we're managing as individual agents versus what are assigned to the team. So if you have any questions on that, by all means, please reach out to us. You can email us at team@ballenbrands.com, or you can always find Lori on Facebook and YouTube with regarding KW Command, and we'll continue to help where we can.